And they're so healthy as well, guys. These red root floaters are just absolutely stunning.
There we go. Whee! Swimming down.
Oh, and I've just looked over. Look, there's Betty. Look at the size of that shrimp. Welcome back to the vlog, guys. So we have got so many cool projects going on at the moment. You know, there's loads of tanks being set up, but then you've also still got to look after the ones you've already set up previously. I've had the BETTA SORORITY aquarium set up for 3 weeks now, and it's just gone from strength to strength. Well, no, we had a little episode of 𝗲𝗾𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, but I put in all the cleanup crew and they've done a fantastic job. So we added 10 Amano shrimp, 3 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗀 catfish, 1 Siamese 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, 1 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and yeah, that's it. But as you can see, they've all just done a fantastic job. There's not a spot of algae anywhere at all now, but some of the plants I put in have taken over a little bit. Take a look at the amount of trimmings I've got. So these are all stem plants, 𝗯𝘂𝗾𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗀, 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀 and 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀 and 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 red, we've got red root floaters. We've got Amazon frogbit there. I can't replant all of these because if I do that, it's just going to be full again in no time. It's looking really good though. Look at that. It's been hacked back. Everything I've hacked back will grow twice as much. There's no point replanting or I'll be in the same position in no time at all again. So I'm going to bunch them all up like I always do, put some weights on them, and I'm just going to put them in here for now because I've got a plan for this tank and it does involve a lot of plants. So I think that'd be a good use of them. God, don't they look good though? And they're so healthy as well, guys. There's not a single bit of algae on any single one of these. Can I focus on it? There we go. Just look at how nice that looks. Oh, it's so good. So whilst that was all draining, I just went through and picked out individually all the red root floaters from the 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and from the Amazon frogbit. The glamorous YouTube lifestyle that I lead, eh? Took a while, but it's worth it because these red root floaters are just absolutely stunning, as you can see, and also they don't spread or propagate anything like as fast as the frogbit and 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. So if I just put those in, not only will they look absolutely fantastic in that tank, so it's now actually been a week since I did that trim and everything's starting to grow back in again and looking really good. This is definitely going to be one of those tanks that I need to keep right on top of the maintenance, do much more regular trimming than I'm used to. But that's okay because you get the rewards, like you get out what you put in, and that's what we're doing with this tank. The whole idea of this tank was to be used as a farming tank for like stems that I don't usually have, and that is working out really well. Particularly the 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. I haven't got much of that in any of my tanks. I just want more of that because it's so punchy and red and looks so good in any tank. So very recently you guys saw that I set up the Blue Dream shrimp tank. It's doing really, really well. No deaths. Yeah, so I had problems before when I set up a new tank because I didn't add beneficial bacteria like straight away. I just assumed that the filter would be enough, but obviously with small volume tanks like these, big changes have a big effect. As a result of my crystal reds, I lost half of the tank. I was devastated because they are my favourite shrimp. They still are, even though I've got other shrimp now. But, you know, I learned from that experience and we've had really good success. I mean, Blue Dream shrimp are Neo-Caridina, which is actually, they're a bit less sensitive than Caridina, which are what crystal reds are. But even still, you do have to take precautions and, you know, it's worked out perfectly. The tank not only looks good, the shrimp are doing well. I'm just about to feed them all for the first time in a week, actually. I don't feed the tank every day. I add back to AE once a week. I let them, you know, eat the biofilm and then just give them like a treat once a week. And it's nearly Christmas. Extra treat. What? So here is the food that we got for them. It's just like different minerals and proteins. I like to give a mix because I only do it once a week to make sure they're getting all the nutrients they need. Oh, and I've just looked over. Look, there's Betty. Look at the size of that shrimp. It's such a big shrimp. Look, it's massive. They're honestly, none of the other shrimp are as big. They're good sizes, they're good adult shrimp, but this one here, I mean, what? How? And to feed them, it's so simple. Look, I just pick up the bits and then bring them over here. And look, you can see I've done it already, so I can do it one-handed. There's a pipe in there. We just stick them in the pipe. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Whee! Swimming down. And then just sort of flick them about a bit. Now, the blues are pretty good. They tend to come quite quickly, and they'll start eating very shortly. So I literally walked away for 2 seconds. I've come back and have a look. They've all come forward and they're munching away. More are making their way forward now. Look how good the plants are looking. They're looking crisp, looking really nice. Growing in already, I reckon it is anyway. Something to do with the amount of lighting from these strips. It's the perfect distance. It's about, what we're going to say, I'm going to say 50 centimeters from the light to the actual point where it hits the substrate. Look at how well the hair grass over here is spreading already. I mean, this has only been set up for like about a month, and there's no CO2 obviously. Don't even do water changes on it apart from when I had that problem with the shrimp. But look at them all. Oh, they look so good. I'm really getting into my shrimp now, guys. The next scape that I'm going to be doing for them is the tigers. The tigers down here. Hello. Hello, little tigers. Yeah, I'm going to be doing their tank next. But what I'm going to do, because obviously we've got here the killifish one, haven't we? Where is he? Where's my man? And there's the lady right... Oh, you're not going to be able to make it out. The lady is right down the bottom there. He was here just 2 seconds ago. There's the female, look, creeping in that back corner, hiding. Ah, there he is, look. Look at him. He's not normally shy. What are you doing, buddy? Come out the front. Say hello. Yeah, anyway, what I want to do is, because the first escape tank was the middle one, the crystal reds, and the blue dream I've just done, I want to do this one next to be the next escape tank. But I'm going to move the killifish so that they go across into a different tank. I've got loads here available that are all sort of running fine and doing well, and I want the top row to be just the shrimp only. Eventually I want the bottom row as well, so we've got the reds here, the cherries in this one. Oh, we've got some fresh molts going on down there. That's good. That's a good sign. If your shrimp are growing and molting, then it means they're probably going to have babies as well soon. But yeah, I want to get some more shrimps. I've only got the 4 kinds at the moment. I want to get more in this one. And what I'm going to do is this wood here is going to be, I'm going to take this out and get a thicker piece, put it all the way across, and I'm going to put 4 tanks in a row, 4 tanks in a row. And then I think I'm going to do a third row as well, because the gaps I've got in between here is massive. I don't actually need that much space, although the lighting does work out well. Maybe I'll just do 4 and 4 and keep it as that and not go for the third row. We'll see how it goes, see how it goes. Awesome, all the tigers are feeding really well as well. You know what I mean. Yeah, they're feeding great. Tons of them there, all brilliant. And then down to the cherries. Cherries also feeding great. So we're just getting some really good consistency and success at the moment. I'm really happy with how things are going. And as I look down there now, about 8 of those females are saddled, which means we should be getting babies soon. Oh yes, guys, we got our first buried shrimplet. See that one? See, flicking, flick. Looks really black on camera. It is a darker one, I'm not gonna lie, but there is a blue hint to it. So look at this male in front of it. That's the male in front, that's the female behind. So dark, but it is blue. So maybe some of the babies would be dark, some of the babies would be lighter blue. So what I'll do is just take out the darker ones. But to start with this stock, I need to sort of keep what we've got at the moment. I can filter out the darkest and keep the bluest of the blues later on. But oh, great news. There you are. What have you been hiding for? Eh? Do you want some food as well? I'll get you some food. So Timmy's tank is still going through that new tank syndrome. You know, it's only been set up for a few weeks, but I need to get back on top of it. I'm going to give it a good scrub down. Now, there's basically way too much light hitting it. Now, I could reduce the period of light hitting it for time. What? I could reduce the time that the light's on, or I could raise the height of the light so that there's less light hitting it. I like to do it that way. I like to raise the light and have it on for a long duration. 2 reasons for that. Well, only one that I can think of, and that's selfishly. I just like to have them on longer so I can see them for longer. Same with all my fish. You know, fish, turtles, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I like having them on when I get here and the light's going off when I leave. Now most of the time, you guys know I'm here by 5 a.m, sometimes 4:30 a.m, and I don't leave till 5 at night, so that's 12 hours. Many people would say 12 hours is way too long to have a light on. Probably right, but like I say, I just reduce the intensity and have the light on for longer, therefore I can experience and enjoy my fish and turtle longer. So there we go, lighting reduced. I mean, because we're ducked down, you can see it, but this is actual sort of head height. But it doesn't matter, it's not hurting, and it's going to do the job that we need. So hopefully that algae we saw before, or the green algae, won't come back, because that is pretty much directly related to light. There's no fish in here, remember, creating waste. There's just little Timmy, and he gets fed a tiny little bit once a day, so it's not like it was waste causing the algae, so it has to be the lighting and sorted. So that is the end of the vlog, guys. If you haven't already, click the like, click the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.